Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of 86 ATAC. We're on a 4-game win streak. Looks like we had a pretty mediocre last run, but we made it out alright. So not much to do but dive in and see how it goes. Looks like it's gonna be quite a ride. Oh boy. Alright, well, we have some okay programs, I guess. You know, I don't like Script Kiddie starts, but at least they're programs I like-ish. What's this guy gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Man, he's fast. He'll be in one of these two squares. And I can't arrange to be able to target both of them. I have to just guess whether to go south or west here. I don't know. South? Alright, guessed right. So do we want anything on this floor? We probably want some resources at least so we can use our programs. Here would be alright. But I predict this is going to be a game of not being greedy at all, just trying to stay alive. Here we get 7, here we get 8. Here is also 7. I don't know, 7 here. 7 here. I could try to pick up step, but I don't fancy it that much, really. Let's just grab this. Float the siphon, I suppose. I have a bad feeling about this run. I find it hard to countenance the idea of getting out of here alive. I mean, on the other hand, here are all 3 of the programs that are supposed to be good at dealing with the situation. Right? So that's something. We could spend a couple reduces on picking these up without too much risk, and then maybe we could leverage that to stay alive for the rest of the run. It's going to be a bit rough. I don't have enough credits to really reduce things very much right now. And like, I don't know how much stuff I can fight off. I don't know, maybe I go east here, pick this up first. I can do 2 reduces right now, right? And then use the program that I pick up to defend. So one possibility would be to like try to be a little greedier and pick up this 5 as well, by like say grabbing this poly first, and then this or something. But it's gonna be pretty hard to defend with just poly, I think. Well, no. I can fight 2 monsters with a poly, assuming that I've reduced enough ahead of time that there are only 2 monsters. I think I can do that. Then I can apply another reduce or 2 to shrink this and this to manageable size. Don't walk towards that because it might be a virus. Alright, it wasn't a virus. Now I wish I'd walked towards it. No, I don't. I'd still be at a bad parity to this guy. He's a devil. This guy at least we got. Alright, it's gonna be a little tough, I guess, even to just pick this stuff up, huh? But let's take our reduces. Okay. We have enough distance that we might be able to get the right parity on this guy. What's he gonna do with 3 moves, right? 1, 2, 3, probably. Yeah, and now if I shoot, he'll zap me. But if I back up 1, he's gonna have to back off a little, I think. No, of course, what am I even thinking? Alright. But now I can use 2 more reduces. I guess I should save them until I'm about to apply the siphon, just in case there's something I need to undo or something. I don't know. Is it worth trying to get the 5 points? Yeah, I think so. That's great news. And I do still want the antivirus, and I don't want to use a reduce on it. If that's a virus, I'll walk east then east, and he'll go 1, 2, 3, so that's fine. Glitch is fine too, we're at the right parity for him. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, alright. I think we actually have some really fantastic tools for dealing with the problems this game has thrown at us. We just need to avoid dying in the short term so we can build up enough of a resource reserve to have those available when we need them. Right now, we can barely use anything. I don't know, I guess we do have 7 credits. That's 2 applications of a powerful program. So what are we going to pick up on this floor? I'm looking at this question mark program. Got a ton of stuff next to it. Probably easy to defend. I'm looking at this 1. I'm looking at these squares up here. Here's 9. Here's 5, 8. Here is 9 and also a point. So I'll take that, I think. Here and here seem good. Alright, virus, no problem. Cryptogs, no problem. We made 3 moves, so 1, 2, 3. So we'll go 1, 2. Now he's just around the corner and we back off. Whoa! What? Oh my gosh. For some reason I thought this was a wall. And that he wasn't going to sneak up behind me. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, can I fix this? With some undos or something? I don't actually... How many undos would it take? If I undo once, I'm just here, which is not any better. If I undo one more time, I'm here again, but these guys have stepped back 2 squares, effectively. Which puts him, like, probably here, right? Maybe here. But either way, I can walk towards him. Yeah. I think I'm willing to spend 2 credits to save 1 health here. You never know. Maybe I'm not going to need the health, and the credits would obviously be nice to have. But I'd rather play it safe there. We don't have reset available in case we mess things up. So we have to play a little bit defensively with our health. This is the best place to pick this up, I think. Could go here instead, picking up 6. But I don't see a reason to do that. This picks up 8, and I kind of want credits more than anything else, so... Row, sure. One thing is, normally I would just be perfectly happy walking west and then shooting at this. But if either of these guys, if this guy in particular is a virus, the normal plan I would have of just backing up won't work. So I should at least consider alternative plans. But I think all alternative plans are pretty bad right now, and I can fall back on a poly if I don't like the monsters to come out. Okay. I think I can delay the demon once, then back off. That'll bring the virus to where I'm currently standing now, and the demon should be pretty close to him at that point. And then I can bomb him. I'm still going to run into some trouble fighting this glitch, aren't I? I'll want to back off once. Ah, no, that's what I'll do. I'll blow this guy up, I'll walk east, and they'll still have been stunned, so they won't move. Then I'll finish off the glitch, and then the virus will be adjacent, and I'll finish him off. Okay, sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I guess I just go south-north? That lets him get here, and then I've got him. Oh gosh, he's going the long way. Not the long way, but he's going around. I just keep forgetting that you can get through that space for some reason. I'd also be very happy to have a delay. I just, in general, love that program. I'm not really sure whether to go south or west here. I guess west is better, because if these guys are viruses, like neither one is going to be very good. Likewise if they're demons. But if they're cryptogs or glitches, I want to be standing here to take 2 shots while this guy gets adjacent to me. Realistically, we're probably going to have to rethink after we see what kinds of monsters come out. Honestly, not bad. I chose the right monster to have a line of sight on. It would be much worse if I were standing here, because shooting the demon doesn't do much, and the virus would get to attack me. Here, I can just attack the virus twice, then the demon gets adjacent, and then things get a little bit fuzzy. Probably stall him for long enough to let the cryptog get nearby, and then blow him up and finish off the cryptog and kill the glitch or something. I don't know. That's 2 moves. So the cryptog should be right here. Yeah. Now if I wanted to, I could finish off the demon. It's not clear how I would do this. So I can finish off the demon and then shoot the cryptog. This guy will make 1 move. Oh. And then I'll just make 1 more move and catch him. Yeah, sounds perfect. So we use a D-bomb again. Alright, great. This run no longer seems quite so disastrous as it did on floors 1 and 2. Or maybe it was just 1, I don't remember exactly when we picked up. I guess it must have been 2 when we had to fight for our lives to pick up all these big programs. Not that the fighting was even particularly tough with Reduce, but it could have been. So, do we want to debug? Do we want to hack? I think the answer to both of those is no. I just want to pick up these 9 resources, and what is even here? 8? Here looks like also 8. Same exact 8, in fact. Sure. So I don't know. That's the halfway point, right? In terms of credits, or not credits, sectors. But as I'm always saying, the halfway point in terms of time is typically a lot. It's in the middle of sector 5 or 6, because the levels start getting pretty complicated. On the other hand, we're not really finding anything we want to siphon on these floors, so yikes. Poly and antivirus are the programs that seem the most relevant, obviously. I have the problem that I can't conveniently get adjacent to this glitch, right? Which I think I can solve by walking south, shooting a virus once, and then like using 2 antiviruses or something. Shooting the virus once buys me a turn. Sorry, it wastes a turn, which is what I want. It acts like a pass. The other thing I could do is poly here, but there's a lot of ways that could go wrong, and just spending the $6 on 2 antiviruses seems safer. So first we do that. Now we do an antivirus. I mean, we could consider like poly hoping to debomb something, but I think that's just like silly. We still need to antivirus them, so we will. Alright, that's the entrance. Where are we siphoning? Here's pretty okay. Nowhere else is too promising. This is alright. Or I could float and try to pick up some more goodies on the next floor. Oh my word, what is this guy gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I can go like west, east, west. They're so fast. We could also, pick up this question mark program together with 7 resources, right? I like that plan. Means that this is not so good, but that's fine. I could consider using some reduces instead. I don't see why. Let's just pick this up. Reset. I'm pretty happy with that. So what do we want together with our reset? Honestly, I think I'm happy just floating this. There's nothing too valuable to pick up, really. Like, I mean, here is, as I mentioned, 7, which is fine. But I think we have the tools we need to survive on the next floor. And we should be able to get a pretty... Oh, I don't want to float 2 siphons, actually. I'll go ahead and... I should come here, actually. Wasted a turn walking south. But this is also 7. And it's just sort of closer to the exit, so why not? I mean, I could try floating 2 siphons, but I think it would just be so greedy. What are we up to here? We could try some reduced shenanigans and pick up 13 points, right? It's like good resources even. So it's like, that's an idea. And if we're doing that, we can pick this up comfortably as well, right? Which is also pretty nice, right? That's 20 points and a debug. It's costing us a lot of resources, but that's why we've been floating siphons. And we're actually picking up quite a few resources while we gather these, so I think that's pretty cool. Okay. I could consider at this point using a row against the glitch. But I can always do that later because he's only really going to be a problem if he approaches me on a row. The thing that I can't put off until later, if I decide I want to do it, is Poly. But we got a couple Crypt Dogs, which are fine, and the glitches are not too bad, I think. We can always virus these guys, so I don't think Poly is getting us that much. The main thing is that we might get some demons we could blow up. The concern, however, is that we would pick up some more viruses, right? Actually, what's going to happen if I just shoot this guy twice? The main thing I'm worried about is this guy, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He and this glitch will both arrive in close proximity to each other. And I won't have a way to attack the virus without getting hurt. So let's just try a Poly, see how that goes. Whoa, okay. This is much more friendly, I think. Even though it's like, I mean, it's 15 hit points, that's a lot. But we can debomb once or twice. And we've got a pretty good, I think, choke point here. Right, we can defend this, and when they go around the very, very long way, you know, we can debomb whoever gets over here. Right, like now we have a debomb that takes out both of these guys. Although I'd rather wait 2 more turns before using it, right? Shoot south, then shoot east. Actually, I don't know if that helps. I'm trying to get this guy to be in my line of sight when I do that. And it's not so easy to guarantee it. In fact, I can guarantee that that won't happen. Because if I shoot south, he's guaranteed to move here or here. And then I'll shoot east, and he'll move back to here, and I'll be in the same position, except these guys will be like here. This doesn't seem like any particular improvement to me. So let's just go ahead and take the debomb now. Unless, is there a possibility we could catch this guy? No, no way. So, we debomb. Fine. That's a 4. The Cryptog is here? Or here? I've lost track already. I was trying to count and then I just sort of like glazed over. If he is here, it's kind of awkward to get him. And if he's here, it's not. Is there anything I can do about it if he's here? Like, I could choose to use a D-bomb is the main thing, right? Doesn't seem so promising. Yeah, I have a reset. I'd rather maybe take 1 damage than definitely spend 3 credits. Ah, and this other Cryptog came into our line of sight, so it was all sort of a moot point. Well, good place for the virus to appear, I suppose. Jerk. What happens if you poly them? Because normally when they start with 3 health, if you've damaged them twice, they're killed after a poly. This guy has been damaged 3 times, but he's at more health than being damaged twice normally would mean. I think a poly still kills him. But again, I think I'd rather just take the damage. Our energy is a little bit... I'm more comfortable spending energy than credits right now. Alright, so I think we still want to spend the big old reduces. We can afford exactly 7 of them right now to pick up all this stuff for free. But 6 actually should be plenty. I can fight 2 monsters down here, I think. And if I'm wrong, it won't cost me much more than a reduce to fix the problem. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. By that, I mean just use 6 reduces. Okay, if this guy's a virus, he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That'll be fine. Ish. Should have thought about what was going to happen to this guy who was a virus. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay. So he goes to either here, then here, or else here, then here. Actually, if I step south, I can force him to be adjacent to me next turn. That is to say, if I walk south. One day, I'll get in the habit of calling that walking instead of stepping. He's still in the very northeast corner, right? I haven't taken any moves since he appeared. So if I walk 3 moves, he'll be here. And then I can go, like, north. Or I guess I'll go this way. There we go, whatever. Alright. Another virus. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can I go east, north? What happens then? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't work. What if we just poly him? The other thing is I could open up this box here, and then I would actually be in a better position to fight the virus, because then I could just open the box, step west, be adjacent to virus, right? The problem, of course, would be that there's 2 more monsters on the screen, and they could pose some additional problems. But I would be able to use my programs then, knowing what kinds of monsters they are. I think I'll go for that. Maybe I should have used another reduce, in fact. Knowing that I was going to fight these 2 along with a rogue virus. But it turned out like a dream. They just spawned in the perfect spots, right? What else do we want on this floor? I really don't want to waste this gigantic set of reduces. So I want to pick up this, which I could do here, picking up 5 resources and a point, or here, picking up 6 resources. I think we're already doing fine for points. I don't need to struggle for points. We just need to survive. Although I wouldn't mind more points. I mean, don't get me wrong. Would I rather have a credit or a point, I guess is the question. I'd rather have the point. So I'll just take the point. There we go. Wait, no, I took the credit. Oops. Oh well. I could undo. But that's spending 2 credits to get a point. I don't like that trait so much. Alright, I got confused about what my plan was. This is a very good value row, probably, that we can get after walking north. I wish I had delay, but I don't. Oh yeah, I'm going to use a row on this. Well, there's the problem with this Cryptog, right? If I were to attack... Wow, speaking of which, all these monsters get this 1 virus or Cryptogs. There's a lot of Cryptogs. If I were to attack west first, I would be in a better position to fight the Cryptog after using a row. But in the meantime, this guy would have walked out of my line of sight. I think that's fine. I can shoot this guy once, row, shoot the Cryptog twice. I've now taken 3 moves. Then walk west. Now I've taken 4 moves, and the closest monster, this Cryptog, has gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I've got this point to defend quite effectively. So I think I'm okay with that. Row. Oh, and we picked up debug. That's nice. Was that what we got on the last floor? I'm not sure. I thought at the time that it had turned out to be reset, and I was kind of disappointed. But I might have just been misreading what it was. I could take a damage here, I think. I knew this was going to happen when I walked north, but there was no really better way to get the glitch adjacent. The other thing I could do is try to run south, east, south, and see if I can convince them to not be teaming up on me at some point. Alright, this is not going to happen, so... Well, it still could, I guess. Fine, but now I can debug him. Sure. I don't know where the Cryptogs are. I bet there's one just standing right there ready to zap me, huh? Yeah, there always is. I didn't base that on any kind of calculations. Cryptogs are just uncanny. Or alternatively, they're very canny. So here is a great spot. Here looks pretty good for a second siphon. I'd like to pick up a weight. I'd like to pick up 3 points, but we're running pretty low on credits for someone who's planning to tackle Sector 8, so I'm going to play it safe. And we've already got 26 points. Quite respectable, given that when I saw the enemy power-ups, I thought we were in very, very bad shape. Just to survive the run. Alright, let's go. We made it to Sector 8. Could use a row right now, kill off 2 monsters. Honestly, kind of a beeling. I might not have the chance to kill them after walking south. Kill them so efficiently. Right, they could be demons or something, and either way, I won't be able to get back here when they're both on that row. Are we going to try to pick up any points? I mean, I see these 18 points. You know, I salivate a little. It's going to be hard to defend them, but maybe we can do it. Likewise, these 5 are nice, but there's no good place to stand to pick them up, really. Here is like... Well, it's a fine place to stand to pick them up because it's right close to the exit, but I want to get more credits before I tackle these 9s if I'm going to do it, so that I can reduce the heck out of them, right? Alternatively, I could just pick up the 9s and row my boat right out of town, perhaps, huh? Wow. Yeah, I think that could actually go all right. With row to like clear the path, make sure I can always walk this direction, and reset to make up the health deficit I'll take from the guy when I cross this intersection and get attacked from the north and south. And maybe I'll have trouble getting into here as well. 18 monsters, obviously, quite a few. Can't argue with that. But we might actually do better to fight them with row than to try to prevent them from attacking us. Since we don't need to kill them all, we just need to get through them. So, do we row now, or do we just start walking south? We could walk south, and then if we really like it, if we really don't like what monsters come out, we could undo and row them, but I think that's just false economy. I'm probably going to want to row them no matter what they are. Getting a guaranteed kill on 2 monsters with row seems pretty good. Actually, does it though? Maybe not. We're going to have a pretty good row to defend right here. There will be a lot of monsters piling in to meet us, no questions. I think we can probably do at least as well with a row later. And maybe like a D-bomb or something would do even better, so who knows. If I attack this guy, there will still be 2 glitches on debuggable squares. This one and this one. This guy won't be anymore. But importantly, the virus will have gotten to a square where I can antivirus him. So, by the way, it's starting to look like a row would have been better. Because this glitch and this virus are the ones causing me trouble. And I could have just eliminated them both with no real trouble. Poly? Poly is actually kind of interesting because these glitches and this virus are the things really pushing against me, and a poly stops everything bad they can do to me. The problem is that it opens up this avenue for attack by viruses mostly. But I think it convinces so many things to pile up on this row that it's worth a try. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, look at this row, right? I mean, how beautiful. Row. Let's just walk north here. And I believe that the Cryptog is right here. So I could D-bomb, which damages him, but that's actually not what I want. I want him to take a turn. So I think I debug to kill this guy, shoot here, let the Cryptog walk up to me. Fine. I was wrong, he was way over there. Well, and there was this other one, I guess. Let's debug him as well. So it's looking like we're not going to have the credits to do any kind of reduce-based strategy. Right? We could do 4 reduces, and that is really not enough. However, with a couple rows and a lot of resets, maybe it's possible. The other thing to consider is that... Oh, Jesus. What do I even do here? That's nasty. Poly? Would an undo help? Have I gotten myself into like a dumb situation that I shouldn't have gotten into? If I do 2 undos, actually, this virus will spawn someplace different. And I can debug the glitch if I want as well. I think. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the undos, I suppose. Look, I'm standing on the 9. Oh boy. I could pick it up right now. I would have 2 rows. And how many resets? Picking up 5 more gets me up to 27. That's 6 resets to get to the exit. Yeah, 6 resets. Even if I spend the 2 rows, I'll have that much. Do I have any other programs that would be helpful on the way out? Obviously, it's possible that instead of a row, I could use like a debomb or an antivirus or something. That could be quite valuable. The other thing is reduce, right? I'm sorry, undo, not reduce. Jeez, reduce is not going to be sufficient here. But an undo, if I end up picking this up and I don't like it, I can just walk out. But when I hit this, I sort of expect the glitch to walk east rather than west, and if he does walk west, like, you know, we can just shoot him a bit, it's fine. We could take the chance to debug him now, but I'd rather save the credits for a debomb later. And if he walks north, we can, if he walks east, landing him to the north of us is what I meant by north, then we can just sort of walk away from him towards the exit. I think I'm going to give this a try. Let's just hit these 18 monsters right now. Yeah, sure. See, right now, a D-bomb kills these 2, stunning this entire block of enemies, and I can walk west, taking damage just from this guy. Meanwhile, this guy probably moves north, and this guy moves east. I can do 1 more D-bomb, and walk west again. Probably take no damage that turn. And I should be able to reset my way. Yeah, I like that plan. So let's just confirm that the D-bomb is doing what I think it will. The demons closest to me are, well, this guy's at 1, 2, 3 distance. This guy's also at 1, 2, 3 distance. Nothing else is closer than 3. This guy's at 4. This guy's at 1, 2, 3, 4. So I like that plan. Importantly, also, the viruses are blocked off by glitches, right? That's quite handy. That might cease being true somewhat soon. But it means it's harder for them to nip at our heels, so to speak. The main problem is going to be if it becomes difficult to get onto the exit square because monsters are constantly on it. I would be pretty sad if that happened. There's still time to back out and undo if we decide that this is not a good plan. Something to consider is that we will not be bombing this guy at all with our second D-bomb. The first one will hit him with splash damage, of course, so he'll be stuck. But the second one, well, actually, depending on which of these 2 monsters, it's conceivable they might both be at distance 2 from us. Or 3, rather. If the glitch moves south and the demon is trapped, then these 2 would both be at distance 3 from this square, and a bomb would get them both. But I don't actually like that universe, because it means that I'm not hitting anything important with my bomb, so... The other thing is, a reset can't save you if you're taking 3 damage at once. And there's some chance with all these glitches around that we could take 3 damage at a time. I feel like, however, our only way out, if we're not going to undo, involves at least 1 D-bomb. And in fact, maybe the key is in recognizing that we have so many resets available that walking west this turn and taking 2 damage is like fine. I don't even mind. And that I don't need to spend a D-bomb this turn. I can walk west, taking the damage. Meanwhile, this glitch closes in behind me, these 2 hit me, I heal back up. But now I have 2 D-bombs available to use to get out. And I don't see any way I can get hit for 3. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just walk west. Importantly, also, the longer I can go without spending my credits on, say, D-bombs, the longer I leave myself the option to undo if I really mess things up and get back to the state before I release all these monsters. If I were to, say, use, like, 2 D-bombs this turn, crazy, but, like, let's imagine that was a good plan, and then, like, walk west twice, I would no longer have enough credits left to undo myself back to safety. I have 7, but I wouldn't be able to undo the spending of 6 of them, and so I couldn't... I wouldn't be able to rewind enough turns. So I think I'm actually just going to go west, take all the damage, and then I'll be in a spot where I can either D-bomb or row next turn to clear a path. And then I can just head for the exit. So yeah, so let's do that. Let's go west. I do have reset, right? Yeah, I sure do. Okay. Fine. We spend a reset, that's a 7. Now, I think a D-bomb is clearly the best approach. We need to get through that demon on the way out, and it has the nice side effect of stunning all the stuff up here, which is great. So, let's do that. The main problem, I think, is going to be dealing with this guy, but I think we can just debug him after walking west and spending a D-bomb. So let's do the D-bomb now. Fine. Now if I debug him, I'll walk west, and I won't take any damage, and nothing will get in between me and the exit, and then I can just walk out. So let's do that. Nice. See you later, monsters. 44. Pretty good, pretty good. Whew! That last level, I've... picking up fighting 18 monsters there without even using a reduce or a delay, it's scary, but I don't know. When you're just sort of making a beeline for the exit, you can spend your resources in all sorts of weird ways. Even with monsters on screen, if you don't have to kill them, it can be sort of manageable. Here we had some great choke points that made it possible. And 44. That's pretty good for our 5th streak game. Why is this all gray? I don't know. And we're, on our list, but not doing amazing. I guess that's it. Another successful run. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.